Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Harun Ashraf, your teacher of science. Alhamdulillah, I am fine and I hope that you would be fine and healthy. Dear students, in the previous lesson, we have discussed the structure and functions of the human eye and the human ear. You might have done practice of drawing these level diagrams as well as the block functioning diagrams. Students, the next two articles to be covered during this lesson are the skin and the nose. These two sense organs are related to the sense of touch and the sense of smell. You know, the skin is the largest organ in our body. It is the organ of touch. The skin covers every part of our body and it protects the inner parts of the body as well. Skin contains several kinds of cells that can detect pain, pressure, touch, heat and cold. For the sake of simplicity, we have divided the structure of skin into two layers. First layer is called epidermis. Simply we can say it is the outer layer of the skin. The outer layer of the skin has some color pigments. Pigments are the natural colors, you know. Some color pigments, and the outer skin protects the skin from harmful rays of the sun. These are ultraviolet rays. The outer layer of the skin contains the color pigments, and this layer protects us from ultraviolet rays of the sun. So this is the function of epidermis or outer layer. Then the inner layer of the skin, that is also called dermis, contains four special structures or features in it. Number one, blood vessels. Number two, nerves. Nerves means sensory nerves. Those can sense the touching. Sweat glands are present in the inner layer of the skin. Those are the special glands which produce sweat. And number four, the roots of the hair. These four structures are to be remembered present in the inner layer of the skin. The blood vessels, the nerves, sweat glands and the roots of the hair are present in the inner layer of the skin. So students, this layer is very sensitive part of the skin. What happens when we touch something? The sensitive cells of the skin receive messages obviously through the sense organ skin. They receive messages from the skin, and the sensitive cells send the messages to the brain through special nerves. So this is all about the structure of skin. We have divided the skin into two special layers: outer layer, that is epidermis, and the inner layer, that is dermis. So this diagram is to be drawn in your own time and do practice for it. Students, as you know that two senses are closely related to each other. One is the sense of smell and the other is the sense of taste. So the sense organs related to these two senses have been discussed at the end of this chapter. So first of all, we will discuss about the structure and function of the nose. Suppose there is a dead and decaying rat in one of your room's corner. How would you come to know about the dead rat? Obviously, you would smell the bad odor in the room, and the sense organ for smelling is the nose. Nose is the sense organ for smelling. Let us describe its structure. Our nose is a hollow air passage. It has two openings called nostrils. In each side of the nose is an air chamber. The roof of the nose has lining of the nerve cells to sense the smell. When certain odor chemicals present in the air enters our nose, they touch the nerve cells, and the nerve cells pass the message to the brain through the special nerves, this time called olfactory nerves. So students, mind this thing, the nerves related to the sense of smell are called olfactory nerves. Then our brain tells us whether the odor is pleasant or unpleasant. There are some side informations or interesting informations for you regarding the sense of smell. Number 1, dogs have very strong sense of smell. They are often used to trace thieves and drugs. So dogs have strong sense of smell. Therefore, dogs have been used for detection of thieves and drugs by different agencies, by different detective agencies. Our nose can detect 1000 rather 10,000 different scents and smell. इंसानी नाक 10,000 किस्म की जो स्मेल्स हैं उनको डिटेक्ट कर सकता है. 10,000 different types of scents and smells can be detected by the nose. And similarly, our sense of smell also helps our sense of taste. I have told you at the start of this topic that the sense of smell is very much related to the sense of taste. Thank you. So do practice of these two label diagrams related to the articles, the skin and the nose, and remember these side informations as well. Study the articles covered today and answer the following questions at the end. You can post your answers on my email address given below. Inshallah, in the next lesson we shall cover the last article of chapter number 2, that is about the tongue. The structure and function of tongue will be covered in the next lecture, along with some objective type questions given at the end of chapter number 2. I wish you best of luck. Allah Hafiz.